So after yesterday's, this was actually yesterday as well. One of the weird things that I expressed at the end was it felt like I was watching myself, and that's the thing I've gone underlined and I've circled the question. And I've been trying to work out why that was, because I think that's something to try to follow or chase, or within these ones that aren't weird, for a better word. I'm doing my best to try to capture this on the one camera, but I'll show you how I've got this set up. So in front of me there's a mirror that's angled, and then there is a mirror on my easel, which is then reflecting into the mirror that's on the table, angled again. So I'm looking at, you can see up there. So I'm planning on angling this a bit, so I can see my hand move, this hand, my camera hand, this hand, and I don't know, I think I'm gonna paint, I'll draw me. I don't know if I'll get to the third me, I don't know if I can, well, I can if I get a weird angle, but there's just two that I can see really. See if watching myself from the third person initiates that same feeling of watching myself, or if I got that just from the bike ride, basically. If I, on some of these I've spoke about, I can actually look at myself, spoke about setting my attitude or my state before doing them through breathing. I wonder if physical exertion would be something too. And I did read that in Austin Osman's Spare, thinking about it. He was on about he called it the death pose, I think, but it's got similarities with like yoga, corpse pose. Where he achieved that state through more exotic manners, not riding a bike. If any of these gel pens actually work. We tested most of them. They might need a bit of coercing. Not right now. I can already tell in this that I'm not feeling the same. There is no connection between this and this. That would be my observation so far as to why this would feel slightly strange. The most interesting thing about this for me at the minute is this painting tray being at such a obscure, seemingly angle from everything else that I'm currently drawing. I don't think there's any point in me carrying on this one. I think the only interesting thing from it is that, I mean, you can see, if you look at some of my dream paintings, and I'm painting seemingly different perspectives, or, compressing different viewpoints and things, you can see it in reality as well. You have this shape up here, which is interesting. And you have this mirror, which is an interesting shape. And then you have two versions of the actor, the character, from these two differing perspectives. I think the thing is that this isn't me. I know it isn't me again, but it feels very different from looking at yourself. I know I'm looking at myself. It feels different from looking at the front of your face or my face, which is odd. If I have to look at, I didn't want these things, and I still don't think that I exist within my eyeballs. If I don't have any connection, or I'm thinking that I don't have any connection to this because it's just shapes, isn't it? I see a shape that's just very dark from my jumper. I've got my two marks where it's a bit lighter in the cotton, and then my hand, and then the book that I was holding up. If I have another go at this, these two need to, there needs to be a physical connection between these two for it to work. But I did want to see if looking at the back of my head, if watching me as if I was someone else would stir the feelings of watching myself like yesterday's did, and it didn't at all.